the first time that I laid eyes on or spoke to my client was roughly an hour before jury selection. So I approached him in the courthouse in one of the side rooms that they have for the attorneys to talk to their clients who are in custody, and introduced myself for the first time. And I was prepared to, and had filed actually at his request, a motion to substitute in the standby counsel, which in Texas, that means that he's representing himself and he sits at counsel table himself. And then I sit behind him without a desk or anything. I'm just sitting in the row of chairs behind him. And I'm there as a living, breathing law library.
So 1 hour before jury selection, that was supposed to be your intended role, right?
That was supposed to be my intended role.
Okay, so tell us what happened.
Shortly after the judge agreed that I could substitute in as counsel, because according to the judge and the law, my client has the right to choose who his counsel is if he's retaining them in particular, if they're not court appointed. And so he chose me. So judge allowed this and acknowledged that he was not inclined to grant any kind of continuance just because of this event. We understood that was going to happen. And we had a little bit of time to prepare before jury selection began. So when we talked before jury selection began, my client mentioned that he would kind of like to just sit back and let me take over and handle everything. Judge asks, "Is everybody ready?" And the client turns around and says, "Judge, I think I would like to step back and let her be lead counsel." And I fell to the floor because now I'm looking at a room full of attorneys who we all share the same bar card responsibilities and obligations and standards. So I assure you, every one of them had that thought of, is she going to expose herself to malpractice here? I mean, who would actually agree to do this?
That takes a lot of courage.
I think I have come across a lot of hurdles in my past for the sole purpose of preparing me to be able to help people like this.
For a guy facing a mandatory life without parole in a double homicide case to turn everything over to a lawyer who he's only met within the last hour or so. There's something about you that must have made him feel comfortable. What made him choose you in such a limited amount of time of knowing you for such a massive role?
He was truly invested and focused on his preparation for his case, and she was consistently referencing my name. And so he trusted her and had so much faith in her that when she said, "I need Brittany's help, I think you should ask her to sub in as standby counsel," he was 100% convinced.